Hey, what's up guys? This is Destiny Cat, bringing you the third episode of Injustice 2 Tips and Tricks. I know it's been a while guys, I apologize. Really haven't been feeling making videos lately. I might get back to it soon because it is one of my guilty pleasures to make videos for you guys. Also because there are a lot of tournaments that have been going on while I haven't been paying attention. And I know that I said that my next video, this video is going to be about footsies, and originally that's what I was intending to do, but I gave it some thought, and I kind of came up with a few ideas to make the next episode rather than talking about footies. I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm sure it's happened to everyone. And the funny thing about this thing is that it happens to everyone at one point. Pretty much everyone, unless you're like Sunday Fox maybe. Again, I refer to him a lot, I know, but it happens to everyone pretty much at some point, and for me it happens multiple times. It's happened multiple times. It's a little thing I like to call combo block. And if you are familiar with something that's called writer's block, then you already know exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically a phase in your life where you can't play fighting games. It's pretty hilarious actually, because it seems really strange, right? That you can go from playing like a master, or feel like you play like a master day one, to playing like a noob day two. And a lot of people get really frustrated by this, including me, and a lot of people don't know what it is. They just assume that they're terrible at the game. But let me tell you out there, guys, this is a phenomenon that I have been trying to figure out for years now. I've had this problem since MK9, dude, and I still don't quite understand it and why it happens. But basically, when you live your life, you can't always play fighting games. So some people do, obviously, and those are the people who really, get good at the game. I'd say I play a fair amount, but I haven't played much lately, and that's resulted in, I think, what I like to call combo block. But combo block is just what I call it. It's more than just your combos being blocked. It's pretty much your whole like game being blocked. You can't do footsies. You do noobish mistakes. You use too much meter. You don't clash. Like, you get frustrated easily. You get tired easily. Your fingers hurt easily. The things that noob beginners struggle with a lot, and you're like a fighting game master, or you're like you're really good at the game usually, and then you have like a month or something, or a week or whatever, where you just don't know what to do, and you can't play, you can't do combos, it doesn't feel right. People teabag you, by the way, in that period a lot. I've noticed in that phase people like teabagging you a lot. But what I really want to get in on is that, like I said, when you do other things, like me for example, I haven't been feeling just lately. Been kind of busy with other things, and that's why I haven't made a lot of videos in like the last like month or so. Kind of enjoying my vacation and stuff from school as well, and didn't really feel like doing much this past week. But when I finally came back to Injustice, I think I came back like 4 days ago. I think when I started playing again or something. I just noticed right away that I was lacking. I couldn't do anything. I could do my combos most of the time, but I had problems reading. I couldn't block, mix-ups, easy mix-ups. I couldn't block, mix-ups that normally are, very easy to block. And I just get really frustrated, and I shut off the game. And a lot of you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're one of the lucky ones who hasn't experienced it. But I know a lot of people who have, whenever someone says, "Oh, I'm playing bad," it's kind of this that's going on. But my best advice for if this is going on for you right now, or has gone on for you, or if it happens to you in the future, is just to take a break from Injustice, or maybe not from fighting games, then play some other fighting game or something, or maybe play another game, play another genre, maybe play like a shooter or something. Because what happens is that your brain can get really filled up with fighting games, and it basically like collapses in on itself, and it sounds really weird and like psychological, but it's really not that big a deal, and you just need to just not play for a while. That can be hard for a lot of you because you get frustrated. You're like, oh, I want to get back in the game. I want to play. I want to fight this guy. Ooh, I am so annoyed. I can't do a comp. You know, that kind of thing. That's how I get. Really, like, really determined and like really frustrated, and I just don't want to stop. But I eventually tell myself that, Aaron, look, you gotta stop, dude, because you can't play correctly, and you're just gonna lose, and you're not gonna learn anything because right now you're not in the mood. This video is basically just gonna tell you a few things you can do to avoid, or maybe not avoid, but at least handle these kind of things. The first important rule is to not get frustrated. It's very important that you don't get frustrated over it, and it's very important that you know that just because you're bad at a game now doesn't mean you'll be bad at it tomorrow necessarily, or within a week or so. You have to understand that just because you're bad at something now doesn't mean you'll be bad at it later, even though you've been good at it in the past, which sounds really strange because you might have put so much work into it. My point is just that don't get salty. Don't get salty. Okay, that's important. Number 2, don't try if you know you're gonna fail. Like, if you know inside, your head that you know that it's not gonna work, don't even attempt to play, because you're just gonna like lie to yourself and say that you can. It sounds pretty cruel, but it's the truth. You need to just not do it. Just do something else. Go sleep, man. And then when you wake up, you can try again. And the third most important rule is to not lie to yourself about it. Don't say that, oh, it's just because I didn't sleep enough. That could be the case, but you shouldn't lie about it if it isn't. Or don't say, oh, it's because I have like a lot of things I gotta do. It could be that, but if it isn't, then you shouldn't lie about it. Just accept that you're not playing good. You're playing terrible. Just accept it and say, okay, I'm just gonna drop the game, and then when I come back in a week, I'm probably gonna play better. That's how you should handle it, because otherwise you're just going to end up with feeling even more salty. And I did this. I went through a time like this yesterday, where I just kept playing. I kept playing for like an hour more than I probably should have, and I just lost game after game after game after game. And I played Blue Beetle, man. I played Red Hood, man, and I used to be pretty damn good with those characters, if I do say so myself. And I just got destroyed by noob after noob after noob after spammer. Oh, excuse me, not spammer. That's actually kind of a misconception, because I don't believe in spamming, but you get the idea. Not spamming. Scrubs, noobs, scrubs, tryhards, whatever you want to call them. Got teabagged by a guy that any other day I would have kicked his ass, kind of thing. And then you just look bad in front of those people, and it just feels absolutely terrible in your gut. But my advice is just get off the game and try again some other day. I know this video was kind of short. I apologize. I'll try to get back to it as soon as possible, but believe it or not, these videos take a little bit of work. Not as much as some of the other videos that a lot of other YouTubers do, but because I try to like have a video clip for you where I show some examples, I try to do some stuff, and it can take a while to make these videos, but I'm glad I could get this out here today, because this is something that I'm going through now, and that's combo block, and that's actually why I wanted to just talk about it in the video right away before everything else, because I knew that it was something that I was going through now. Therefore I had a better perspective than if I was going to talk about it in a week or something, if I don't have it. So yeah, hope you guys understand it. If you don't, then feel free to ask any questions in some comments in the comments down below, down there. And if you haven't had this like, if this has or hasn't happened to you, I'd love to hear your story about it. Please feel free to write anything. I don't know what my next episode is going to be. It could be about footies, we'll see. Whatever I feel like doing, but footies has to come sometime, because that's literally one of the most important things. I just want to get this out of the way first. Anyway guys, that's all I have for now. This is Destiny Cat 249, signing out.